Hey there, beautiful souls. This is your September monthly general intuitive tarot reading for the sign of Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Hope you are well, Taurus. Hope everything has been good for you so far. I want to start off by first of all saying thank you. Thank you to every one of you that has subscribed to the channel. Okay, I'm truly grateful for you guys because I couldn't do this without you. And I just want to say, for those of you that have come back every time I've done a video, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Absolutely can't do it without you guys. Are the reason this channel exists. And honestly, I couldn't be more grateful, really. That's really what I want to tell you. Now, if you're new, hello and welcome. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot. And I just want to say hello, say welcome, and if you haven't subscribed yet because either you're brand new here or because you've come but you just never clicked that button, well, what are you waiting for? Okay, it's free. It's free to click the buttons here in YouTube. It costs you nothing, and it takes a second of your time. So take that second right now and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it before. And if you really like these videos and you want more of these videos to come out, then let YouTube know that by clicking the like button, right? You have to click the like button. That pushes the algorithm out a little bit and lets other people get these messages as well, all right? So that's the way to let YouTube know that you want to hear more of my videos or more of my messages, okay? So take that second right now, hit those buttons, click, and you're done, okay? All right. So in the description box this month below, just want to let you know there's a link now to my Instagram and my Facebook accounts. I now have on those platforms as well. And that they're, both the same name, Universal Wisdom Tarot, so you can find me. And I'd love to interact with you there. And I believe also this month I'm going to put in, if I haven't already put it in, I'll make sure I put it in, that I put in a link to an online magazine that interviewed me a few months back. So if you're interested in knowing more about me or why I do this and, what I believe in, or even what I look like, because I think there's a picture in there, head on over and, read the article. Why not? All right. Before we begin, just a quick reminder, not all messages resonate for everyone, with everyone. Use your discernment. Take what does. Leave the rest for somebody else. All right? So let's get into the astrology of this month. And we're going to start at the top of the month with September 1st, when Uranus is going to station retrograde in Taurus. And it actually, to understand what the energy is when Uranus is going retrograde, you have to understand what Uranus does when it goes direct, right? So first and foremost, what Uranus does is it's about unexpected changes. It's about sudden unexpected changes. It's about freedom. It's about radical ideas, about radical people. It's about revolutionary events. And it upsets, established structures. So if you were somebody who said in January, okay, this is my plan, I'm sticking to it, and Uranus has affected you a lot, then you would be getting monkey wrenches left, right, and center. And when you get those monkey wrenches, well, you can't be on track to meet what you set out for yourself. Well, now in September, on the 1st, with the retrograde, and it's going to be retrograde for a while, so in that retrograde period, you're going to want to put yourself back on track. Okay, this is your opportunity to put yourself back on track And I believe it's retrograde for the rest of the year, so this is a good time to kind of recuperate everything that you did. And it's so funny that this card just popped right out here, which is the Seven of Pentacles. So it's saying, yeah, this is a golden time to reassess everything and say, hey, what could I do to get myself back on track, right? So that's the thing that you do now with this retrograde. That's how you can take advantage of this energy. I want to call out 3 squares. Squares can often be tense energy, and there's sort of 3 of them that kind of come back to back in a few days period. So there's a Mars-Neptune square on the September 3rd. There's a Mercury square Uranus on, I believe, the 7th of September. And on the 10th, the Moon squares Saturn. Okay, so in the first, the Mars-Neptune square, you could be feeling that you're lacking focus. You may need some time away from things that are a bit demanding on you. You could feel drained easily, okay? So just chill out around that day or two. And then the second one, which is the Mercury or Uranus, your mind will be all over the place. Might be difficult to get it under control. Try to just let things flow as much as you can. Don't box yourself in mentally, anyway, okay? And the Moon-Saturn square, which is the one on the 10th, that, again, could feel like heavy energy, something weighing on you, and could make you feel like you need a bit of breathing room, okay? So if you are trying to do something, get something achieved around the 10th of September, you're going to want to consider a different approach, perhaps, all right? All right, and then lastly, I just want to call out September 18th. September 18th is a full moon, and it is also a supermoon. Okay, now because it's in the month of September, it's often known as the harvest moon. Okay, and it's the first of 3 supermoons we're having this year, and it also just happens to also be a partial lunar eclipse. Okay, so I would say that's, triple whammy energy here, moon energy, if you will. During the lunation, the sun in Virgo will oppose the moon that's in Pisces, so this is a time to shed light on perhaps some subconscious feelings that you've been pushing away, okay? Some feelings where you've been saying, or issues that you're saying, no, I'm not going to deal with that. Put that in the back of my mind. Nope, not going to let that raise its ugly head, okay? So things that you've been ignoring for a long time, well, actually, it's now time to face them, okay? It's really time now to face them and to, cut the ties with those energies, those feelings, if they're holding you back. All right, so that's all I want to call out for the astrology. So let's now get into your tarot cards for the month of September for Taurus. All right, so as always, I like to give thanks to the angel spirits, guides in the universe for the messages they provide and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Taurus seekers. Let's pull 4 cards for Taurus for the month of September. First card out. I'll put it up in a second. Second card out. Let's see what you got. You have the Ace of Wands. You're having the Knight of Swords. You have the Hermit. you have 2 cards out here, which is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords came out with the Four of Swords. I'll just put these 2 together here. I'll try to show them to you so that you're not, they're not cut off on the video, hopefully. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles, but it's reversed. Okay. Just want to see what's behind that. Two of Pentacles, yeah. All right. Okay, so Taurus, I have to get the messages that I see on that I get, that are flowing to me, that the universe is sending to me. So it's, sometimes people just want to hear all these good stuff. And I'm the kind of person, I don't want to blow smoke up people's backside, okay? Because I feel it's important that you understand the energies that are coming at you. Because if you understand the energy that's coming at you, then you know how to deal with it better. But if somebody's going to just promise you everything's wonderful, and then you go, well, I don't feel wonderful. How could this person be telling me it's wonderful? I got to tell you that, okay? Because I'm an honest person, and I want to be honest with you about what messages are here on the table. This is a month where you're kind of not feeling it so much, all right? Because this Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. It's like either you have been working so hard toward something, or you... What's the words here? Just so that I get this message out properly. It's like, you work towards something, and you've put in a lot of energy. And I definitely feel that you've worked very hard, and there is a sense here of exhaustion, okay? And maybe you feel like you've put it in and you're going, but where's the result, right? I put in so much energy here that I expected something out of this, and all I've got instead is this indecision, okay? Or this feeling like you're constantly juggling. You're constantly trying to juggle whatever it is, time, energy, money, people, and you're feeling this, where's the result? That's what I really want to say to you, was where is the result, right? So you expecting a bit of a victory, but you're actually not getting the victory because you just don't either have the energy to keep putting in the same amount of that you've been putting in toward whatever it is that you're doing. So the effort, let's just say. I also feel that very strongly here in the end, and that's why I said I'm going to show you these 2 cards. Because when we are just thinking about, like this 9 of, okay, I'm going to show it to you individually. See this 9? This woman is looking down, she's got her head in her hands, and she's going like, oh my God, I just can't deal with this anymore, right? I can't deal with this anymore, and I need to get into my nest, and I need to sleep. Right? This is what I'm saying. You're exhausted. There's a sense of exhaustion for somebody out there. Now, it might not be for many people out there, but certainly I'm feeling this very strongly. And I feel like you want to lock yourself away somewhere, right? And think about the energy that you've been putting into something and saying to yourself, is it still worth it? Okay? With this Hermit card, that is the turning inward. Looking at your life, looking at your whatever it is you're trying to succeed in your situation, and where you might make some different types of decisions, okay? Or where you might say to yourself, I've put in all of this energy, is it still worth it to put in this energy? Maybe there's a better way to put in this energy. I feel like you've been running. And I do feel like normally for the Ace of Wands, for me, I usually get is this, all kinds of passionate ideas and stuff. But in fact, actually, with the other cards on this table right now, I'm getting this very strong feeling of your mind is tired equally. Maybe you're physically tired, but you also have this excessive thinking that's been going on, and you're drowning in your excessive thinking for somebody, okay? I just have to say that because, maybe the year's been very, very good. And particularly, I kind of felt like in the last few months, maybe July, maybe August, you were going at it, Taurus. You were going at it. You were succeeding. You were getting things done. You weren't holding back. You weren't, what are the words here? You weren't in any analysis paralysis. You were actually in action mode. And because you were in action mode, you're like, okay, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. And you're going to get all this stuff done. But you put in so much energy that you are tired. You are physically tired. All right. So this might not be for some of you an easy month in terms of your energy. Don't worry, it'll pass. That's the first thing I want to say. And you're going to push yourself through it, but I do feel you'll overcome it, okay? I just have to say that right off the bat. So let's clarify these cards and find out a bit more about why you're tired. Okay, let's clarify that Ace of Wands. I'm feeling mentally you're overwhelmed, right? Clarifying the Ace of Wands, please, for Taurus. Yeah, Emperor. Okay. You have been in this position where you've been trying, like I said, the last few months, you've been trying to succeed. You've been trying to be very successful. And you probably have been very, very successful. You've probably made a lot of advancements in whatever it is that you're trying to do, in your projects, in your work, in your schooling, whatever your situation may be, in your side business, in your going back to some kind of work for people who maybe retired and trying to start a little something, to supplement your income. I feel like you have been accomplishing so much that, just because he's the emperor doesn't mean the guy doesn't get tired. I mean, he has to make sure everything is constantly working. All his empire is in good shape. So it takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort to be leading people, to be managing things, to be guiding, to be training people, to be whatever it is that you're doing to achieve this legacy that you were trying to achieve. But you just feel like you've done so much work, but is it paying off, right? That's what I'm really feeling from that card. So let's see what else they want to give us as a clarifier to this Ace of Wands. Let's see what else they want to tell us, the universe. Yeah, here's the Queen of Pentacles. Like, this is another energy of somebody who puts in effort, right? Somebody who makes sure that everything is detailed oriented enough that it's not, you're being detailed enough that it can't go wrong, if you know what I mean. So if you dot your I's, you cross your T's, you put in everything, you do everything right, you make sure nothing can go to chance, then it's going to be successful. But that takes energy. Okay? So that's what I'm kind of feeling off of this Queen of Pentacles. I don't know. I also feel like you've been very methodical about this whole thing too. And when we're methodical, we go, okay, so we don't just say step one, and then we go, okay, step one's done. Now what? When you're very methodical, you're like, okay, step one, and then from 2 months from now, I got to do step 2 and step 3, and then I got to make sure by step 4 is done at 8-month time period. So all of this planning in advance, I want to say, all this being methodical to plan in advance and make sure that nothing goes to chance, that's all part of this mental whatever it is, this exhaustion that you're feeling. Now, for some of you, I could also say it may not just be an exhaustion, but a feeling unmotivated, okay? And that's because you've got this 3 of Cups in reverse. You don't feel like you either want to be with people, and that's going back to this Hermit, looking inward, right? Saying, I want my me time. I want to step back a bit. I don't want to socialize maybe for this month. I want to just sit on the couch. Maybe I want to just watch Netflix. Okay. And it kind of feels like for me that you're taking this time because it feels like it's been a very long time since the beginning of 2024 for you. Like you look and you go, it's September. For some people would say, September? It's September already? Wow. But you're saying, it seems like forever since September. Okay, or since January, since the beginning of the year. So some people feel like it passes quickly. Other people would look at it and say it isn't passing very quickly. And I think for you, you are saying it seems like an eternity has passed since January. So it's like, it's kind of like this feelings are sort of affecting you at a monthly level in sort of all areas of your life. You're just deciding now, should, just take some time for yourself, right? And I really think you're just in a period where you need to relax. All right, let's clarify this Knight of Swords because you've been running at breakneck speed here. Okay, I feel like you may even have been chasing some kind of whether it's a dream, it's a goal. You're chasing something, and that chasing is either you don't feel like you're getting close enough to it, or it's still at the exact same distance it was when you started the chase, so you're not advancing on it. Let's clarify that, please. Yeah, there you are. There's the Five of Pentacles, where you're feeling like, yeah, I'm not catching that. I'm not getting it, right? I'm just not. You see, this guy is broken down. They're outside. They're outside of this church. No help. They're looking for help. Okay? I feel like you think, well, maybe I do need some help at some point here. Whatever I'm trying to achieve, of that goal that you're chasing, that thing that you're trying to achieve, you're just not achieving it on your own. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, if I had some help, maybe you have to consider help. That's a hard thing a bit for a Taurus sometimes, to admit that they can't do this all on their own. That, that somebody else might have to, jump in here. And, admitting that is probably going to be the first step toward getting a little closer to that goal, okay? Let's continue to clarify. Knight of Swords. Yeah, Eight of Cups. It might be time to walk away for some of you to that goal as well. That's the other thing that you want to consider, all right? Is this something that you should continue to spend the time with, as I said? Should you get some help to help you do it? Should you walk away from it completely? You're going to have to consider all these things, right? And the only way you can do that is if you take yourself out of the situation, if you step back a little bit and you really kind of like assess what's been happening so far, and you lock yourself away to do that. But I still feel like, I know that it just feels like a slow month for you because of this, but I do feel like, don't worry. It's just a little downtime, a little breathing time, a little breathing space, if you will. I don't feel like, oh, okay, now this is the end of this goal and I should stop it completely. Don't stop it completely, okay? I don't want you to get that impression. I want you to continue with it, but sometimes you just need to take a break and say, you know what? I've been very productive the last few months. I achieved X, Y, and Z. And guess what? I also did these 3 extra things that I didn't expect to get done in the last few months. And now that I have, it's okay to release it, right? There you go. It's okay to release, and it's okay to let go of it just a little bit so that you can regain your energy. Because if you actually regain your energy in the coming months after September, then you can kick back into gear again, all right? So let's clarify this Hermit, because this is where you're going to go in and look inward and figure out what it is, what the new strategy is going to be for you, or what the new plan is going to be for you. I mean, that's what this Two of Wands is all about. I mean, you've got the world in your hands there, and you're looking at the big picture. That's what it is, right? You're looking out to whatever it is that you want to, how you want to reignite this thing, how you want to reshuffle this thing, right? Remember you had that behind here, this Two of Pentacles, shuffling, how you might do things better, right? And that is what you're contemplating in this month, how you might do things differently, how you might approach things or just change things up a bit, all right? Let's 2 more cards, please, for this Hermit. 2 clarifiers, please, for Taurus, for the Hermit card, please. I'm really grateful for all your messages. Yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So this is why I'm saying I was kind of feeling like this is not the end of something. It's not the end of whatever it is that you're trying to do. Don't think, oh, I wasted 2 months of my life because, or whatever, the last year of my life, 8 months, 9 months, whatever it is, whatever time you've put into this thing. It's not a wasted time. It's just that the wheel is on its lower end of its cycle, right? It's a wheel. What comes up must go down. So there's going to be times where everything runs beautifully, and there's going to be times where things are not. And this is just the cycle of life, right? It's the cycle of what you are. You need that downtime. You need to be in that lower point so that you can go back up again, okay? 1 more clarifier for the Hermit, please. Yeah, Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. You still can be this big, successful leader, all right? You can still have everything that you want to have. That's why I said don't stop this. Just pause it. Take a break. You know, people go on vacation for a reason. It's because you can't go at breakneck speed no matter what level you're at, and no matter what project you're working on, no matter how much money you're trying to make, no matter how many, people you're dealing with. You need a period of time where you have to step back and just take a vacation. Take a vacation. You don't come back to it. Work is always going to be there for you. Money is going to be waiting for you, okay? There's going to be money to be had if you're worrying about that, all right? Let's clarify this 9 of Swords and this 4 of Swords together. Definitely feeling like you're tired, exhausted, and you need to give yourself a little bit of loving with this Knight of Cups, right? Making yourself an offer of caring for yourself, okay? You need to care for yourself, and when you do, then you can restart again. So at the end of the month, if you actually do take the time to care for yourself, then I do feel like the start of the next month is going to be just fine for you. I feel like you know, October, you're going to have a bit of a fresh start there. Look what comes out. Not a joke, okay? 4 of Wands. This is about healing. This is about taking time to rest. You need a break. You need to turn inward. You are overwhelmed here, okay? You're not feeling so good. You need to release it, right? And really relax. Give yourself some time. Now, did I just say at the beginning, look what's coming out of here? The 7 of Pentacles. It was at the bottom of this deck, 7 of Pentacles. Time to reassess. Time to say, I think it was in this reading that it popped out at the very beginning while I was shuffling, saying I think you feel like there's a time to reassess. I don't know if it was this reading or not. You guys can let me know in the comments box. For some reason, I feel like it popped out while I was shuffling the cards. I don't know. I can't, you guys have to tell me. But anyway, that's a message, right? The bottom of that clarifier deck is saying reassess. Reassess to see how you might restore your energy, but yet still keep on track and do what you have to do. All right, Taurus, I'm going to pull you a message from the Oracle, the Quantum Oracle. Let's see what they have for you as a message. Message, please, for Taurus for the month of September. Message, please, for Taurus, month of September. Optimism, consciousness. I'm going to show it to you. I will read to you from the book that says consciousness, and it's optimism. And you see this character is looking out toward that optimism. And that's why I'm saying you need to, don't let it go completely, whatever you're doing. Don't destroy whatever it is that you've done so far. It's all excellent work, but you just need to take a break. Either reassess it or just give yourself some time so that you can recoup your own energy so that you can continue on with this success, right? The victory is at hand, but you need to relax, right? You really do just need to kind of give yourself a break, is what I want to say. Okay, let me see where this one is in the book. This is consciousness. Sorry, this book is... okay, there it is. Page 35. Let's go there. It's organized a little differently, this book. Optimism. All right. Bright future is definitely what is on the horizon here. A woman looks A woman looks joyously at a sunrise over a beautiful valley. Abundant fruit hangs on the trees that surround her. This is a card of great value and achievement. Your reality is shifting in a much more positive direction. Look for an exciting new development in money, romance, or your career. This could also manifest as a personal accomplishment or a creative success. Old blocks are falling away, and you're choosing to see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's an increased optimism taking hold in your attitude, and you're finally determined to raise your consciousness to a more positive outlook. This reveals a much more beneficial mindset that you may have had in the past. Your attitude of optimism ensures that a very bright future, perhaps one you may not have been expecting, is on its way. So, as I said, if you're not feeling it, don't worry. You're getting out of it, right? If you've been unmotivated, don't worry. That's coming to an end. There's still a very bright future for you. You just need to get back your energy. All right, my beautiful Taurus souls. Just leave it there for now. So I'm going to say stay tuned for more readings. Definitely click that like button and click that subscribe button, because next month I'm announcing a contest, and I think you're going to be interested in the prize and in how you might be able to win that prize. Okay, so take care. See you again very soon. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.